What's up, guys? It's John Muscarello from Side Hustle Experiment. Thank you for watching this video. If you're new here, I am a six-figure Amazon seller. I also sell on eBay. I sell books and used media. In today's video, we are going to cover how to know what makes a good source for books when buying in bulk. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I recently, if you watched my last video, which I'll link to below, I just got a delivery of 30 Gaylords, about 33,000 pounds of books. And we've gone through about 9 Gaylords so far, me and the helper, and they're not that good. I'm actually really disappointed. I did break my own rule when buying these books, but I'll get into that in a second. But yeah, so we scanned about 9 Gaylords. We're at about a 4% accept rate, which in my mind is terrible. My other source on the low end, I'm usually around a really bad batch 6, average is probably 8, a really good batch is 10 to 12. And this is just strictly Amazon. Good books for Amazon. This does not count buybacks. This does not count eBay. This does not count any other source that I have for duds, to buy duds and stuff like that. So usually my rule of thumb is, and I'm not like calling it a day on these. I mean, there's still another, I say we got 30, so there's still another 21 to go. It only takes a couple like really good Gaylords to really make a good batch. I mean, there could be a couple like 2 or 3 with like really high-end books that could send the average way up, but this is where we are right now currently. So usually my rule of thumb for buying Gaylords of books, I at least want to get 8 I like to get 10 to 12. You could get 8. I know it's a big commitment to get 10 to 12, but I think you get the best sampling that way. Getting 1 to 2 Gaylords, 3 to 4, that's not enough to really test a sample, and you have to get them all at the same time. You can't get 1 today, 1 a week from now, 1, like, I feel like when books are donated, they're donated, right, like, in those Gaylords, it could be from the same person, same, like, it could have came from the same bin, but if they're split up and you only got like half of it, like, that's not good. So if you get like 10, there's a really good chance of getting like, you know, someone's collection or something like that, which could be really good or really bad. So the rule I have is when trying a new source, I only buy 10 to 12 because of this reason. Like, you don't know if the source is good or not. In this case, I was going to buy just 10 or 12, but the problem was the freight. So the freight was going to be $950 whether I bought 12 or I bought all 30. So I was just like, well, it felt like such a waste not to get the extra Gaylords to basically like kind of pack that truck up. They only had 30, but it just felt like a waste not to. So I did that. But on one hand, I know I'll make my money back on this. I think I paid, I want to say 25 or 100, 2,700. It was 5 cents a pound, but then you got to pay for the Paladin Gaylord, which is, I think they charged $12 for that. And then there was freight on top of there with $9.50. I think I paid either $900 or $950. So yeah, I know I will make my money back. I'll probably do all right on these. But the thing is, it's like work, labor, like, you know, I'd rather go through 10, like, so if the average for the other guy is 8% and this new source is 4, right? If I scan the same, if I got 10 Gaylords from the new guy and 10 from the old, I'd walk away with twice as many books using the source I currently had. So yeah, much more bang for your buck there. Maybe if these were much cheaper, they'd be better. And one of the reasons I'm making this video is because things could turn around. So like I said before, there could be some really good books coming up in these Gaylords. You can never call a day too early. I've known people who like send me a DM, say, hey, I scanned through like 2 or 3 Gaylords, they really suck. Is it worth scanning the rest of the truckload? And the answer is yes. You can't really make your decision based on that. The one issue I am having right now is the books aren't in that good of condition. So that's an issue that really can't be solved with numbers. We're scanning more books. So the accept rate maybe could be around 5-ish%. There are some books that, yeah, were like good, but due to their condition, like moldy, beat up, ripped pages, they can't be sold on FBA or eBay. So yeah, a lot of them are dusty. It looked like a bunch of them came from libraries, just how they're stacked in the Gaylord. So they're basically like stacked up. They're not like dumped in. So that obviously means they were loaded by someone by hand, which could be good or bad. We'll see. But that's kind of the update right now, based on the new source. But the takeaway is from this one, you need to buy multiple you need to buy at least 8 to 10 Gaylords to get a good feel for a source. That's what I do. You don't have to do that. That's just what I do. I don't like to buy more than 10 to 12 per source. I did break that rule this time around. And who knows, maybe after scanning through all 30, the number, it will get up to maybe a 6 to 8% scan rate, acceptance rate for FBA / merch fulfilled. But I don't know, I just don't see it. Like when you've been doing this as long as I've been doing it, you just kind of have a feeling. You can see like what's in the Gaylords, just looking at the tops. I mean, yeah, obviously you can't see the bottom, but just from doing this for a while, like I have a feeling we'll probably end up around 4 or 5%, which is not worth the time to do. Haven't got much eBay either, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. And this is definitely a learning lesson for anyone, right? Like not all Gaylords you buy are hugely profitable, right? Not every batch, like you'll make, like I'll at least break even. I'm not in this to break even, but like I have no doubt in my mind that we'll make maybe $1,000 to $2,000 on this, even if it keeps going the way it does, which is not great for all the time and effort we're gonna put into it. But we tested the source. My bad on this one for buying all 30. I should have just ate the freight on this one and just been like happy, because the problem is, it sounds stupid, but like to process all of them, right? Like I have to pay the helper. I'm gonna have to pay for all that labor to like scan books that are like so-so. Like I would have rather just, you know, paid an absorbent amount for each Gaylord with the higher freight cost, and then we would have scanned them in 2 days and be like, this source is no good, and get a delivery from my good source and probably just moved on. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully it turns out better. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please like the video, please subscribe. Let me know in the comments, how do you buy your Gaylords, or how do you judge bulk purchases? Yeah, I'd love to know how you kind of decide what's good or bad, what's your accept rate, or what are you looking for? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you want me to make a video about something else. If you have any questions, you can DM me on Instagram @SideHustleExperiment. That is Buster. He came to work with me today because he went to the vet. And I'll see you guys in the next video.